December 7th, 1941. Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. In just under 2 hours, the world changed forever. Among the ships struck that morning was the USS Arizona. Over 1,100 sailors lost their lives aboard her. For years, the wreckage remained where it sank, a resting place beneath the water. Plans were made to build a memorial, but there was one problem. They didn't have enough money to finish it. By 1961, nearly 20 years had passed since the attack. Fundraising efforts had stalled. The memorial project needed one final push. So officials in Hawaii turned to someone unexpected, not a politician, not a general, but a young man who had just finished serving in the U.S. Army. His name was Elvis Presley. Elvis had been drafted in 1958 at the height of his fame. He could have avoided service. He didn't. He served honorably for 2 years, and when asked to perform a benefit concert in Hawaii to raise money for the USS Arizona Memorial, he didn't ask, "What's in it for me?" He said yes. March 25th, 1961. Bloch Arena, Pearl Harbor. Over 4,000 people packed into the building. Tickets sold fast. Excitement filled the air. But this wasn't just another concert. There were no flashy promotions, no giant tour announcements. Elvis wasn't getting paid. Every dollar from that night would go toward finishing the memorial. The lights dimmed. The crowd erupted. And Elvis took the stage. He performed with energy, with heart, with purpose. For one night, rock and roll met remembrance. By the end of the evening, the concert had raised over $60,000, enough to push the project over its funding goal. Construction could finally be completed. In 1962, the USS Arizona Memorial was officially dedicated. Today, it stands above the sunken battleship, white and solemn, honoring the men who never came home. Millions visited each year. Few realized that one concert helped make it possible. Elvis Presley was known as the king of rock and roll. But on that night in 1961, he was simply a former soldier using his voice to honor fallen heroes. Sometimes the greatest performances aren't about applause, they're about legacy. And if you enjoy real stories from the true history of Elvis Presley, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. There's a lot more history where this came from.